The slides and you hear me?
Yes, we see the slides good. And we hear you.
Okay, so this is like the basics for our project. Maybe I can explain. I didn't write here all the things we are planning to do, but only the basics. But we were planning like 2 different field trips, and we are like starting the first one. Okay, like the first one is to the Alatornio Church, and we are going to collaborate with the local parish, and they, for example, they promised that we can go up to the bell tower and see actually where they, I think, made the measurements in the bell tower, and they also told that they would like to see us around the old vicarage. It's nearby. It's very old, I think, more than 300 years old buildings, and pretty much in the original shape. So we can see those, and they also promised some treats, so something to eat and drink during the visit. And we were also discussing about going and visiting the other church in Tornio, because it's quite an interesting architecture and one of the few ones of that type still around. And also there used to be the statue for the Mopetui in front of that church, but I think now they took it out from there and they're repairing it. And also there's the history when the King of Sweden came to see the midnight sun, and he went to the bell tower of that Tornio parish church. And on these trips, we are planning to visit the regional museum in Tornio and maybe drive around and explain some interesting things about Tornio. For example, why there is this Orthodox church near the border, and why there is this place called Mustaparran päämaja, which is, I think, marketed like more or less like some pirate background, which is not the whole truth, but yeah. But we were planning this trip, and the second one, and I think we will make the first visit maybe next May or so, and next September we could make the second trip to Aavasaksa, and it will be more like a field trip outdoors. And I was planning we could make something like orienteering kids to find around the place, and maybe some geocache group work there, and have a picnic, fry some sausages and so on. And we also would like to make a visit to the other side of the river, but of course at the moment it's not that easy to cross the border, but maybe if it's different next September or next year or sometimes, because for example that Saivaara would be a nice place also for us to visit, and perhaps Svanstein, but it's maybe a bit too far away for the day trip to do this all during one day. But the timetable was like this: May, the 5th and 6th graders could make the trip, and the grades 3rd until 6th next September, and May 22 grades from preschool to the 5th grade, and the grades from preschool to 3rd grade to Avasaksa in September 22. And I asked some bus companies what it's going to cost, and it's approximately 3,000 euro, but this is like the minimum price when we can put different classes in one bus. At the moment we have to, because COVID, we have to separate the classes. So if we are going to make trips, so every and each class should have their own bus, I think. So that's why we're planning just to 5th and 6th grade to make the trip this May. So it's one bus or maximum of 2. And that's about it. We can fill in the blank spots later. But actually, I think we have pretty much the thing for this May, which is like the first one to happen. And of course, like I put there, this nice logo. This is the 400 celebration for Tornio, and we have all kinds of things and happenings where we're planning for this spring and for this May. But of course, at the local, I think they are postponed because of this COVID yet again. But this is pretty much it at the moment.